私の夢を一緒に見てくれる？もちろん。
Well, we're almost at the end of an era, sports fans. So with the Nijigasaki saga coming to a close, they're ending it with a bang by giving us a 3-part movie. And with part 1 being just over the horizon, I thought I should do what I do best and ramble erroneously about it. My thoughts, my predictions, my concerns, and my general hype levels for my certified favorite Love Live gen. So let's see what juicy details we can glean from the trailer, shall we? So in case you couldn't figure out what the plot is by now, the movie takes place right after the OVA, and the girls of the Idol Club receive an invitation to partake in an idol competition in Okinawa. And surprisingly, it's not a Love Live competition. It's called the School Idol Grand Prix. Now, I want to point out real quickly that Nijigasaki makes it clear in Season 1 that it doesn't want to associate itself with traditional Love Live formulas, such as the characters participating in Love Live competitions. And now that they are participating in a competition, they don't call it Love Live. They just use a generic name instead. I guess my pseudo point is that Nijigasaki seems to be going back to its series' roots, but not entirely, since it's not directly tied to Love Live as an event. It's just a little peculiar, that's all. Anyway, after receiving the invitation, only a handful of the girls agree to attend the event. That being Ayumu, Longju, Kanata, Shizuku, Kasumi, and Emma. And here we come to my biggest concern with the movie. And no, it's not that Nijigasaki seemingly invaded the Bocchiverse. After first hearing that only half of the girls will be doing this competition, my first thought was, oh, okay. But at least the other characters will be there to support them while they're in Okinawa, right? But after carefully examining the trailers, I realized that none of the other girls are physically there with them. We only see the 6 who are competing. Suffice to say, I was more confused about this than when I watched 2001 for the first time. Why the hell would you possibly separate the characters? Especially when your movie takes place in a new, exotic location. The secret formula of the Love Live franchise is the characters complementing each other with unique and eccentric personalities, producing fun, quirky scenarios. Incidentally, the other secret formula is the Yuri shipping, but that's become much less secretive as the years go by. Oh yes. By separating the cast, you squander loads of sitcom possibilities, and you alienate people who are big fans of certain girls. It was my life's dream to see Rina and I running along the beach together, and now I've been robbed of it. And speaking of that, with the exception of Kasumi and Shizuku, we also won't get to see the main ships interacting with each other as much. Seriously, was there some kind of budget issue with the animation? Or did some of the actors quit part way and the writers had to do what they can with the limited recordings? But joking aside, I think realistically they plan to have each of the movies focus on specific characters. Like the second one will have a different story around the remaining girls, and the third one will most likely revolve around the entire cast. At least that's my prediction. I'm also not entirely clear if the trilogy will consist of different stories, or if it's just a continued arc. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, I mentioned that the Nijigasaki girls were given the Bocchi the Rock treatment. So next, I want to briefly talk about the animation. For those who may not know, the Bocchimation, as I'm gonna call it, first appeared in Season 1 of Nijion, which they only used very sparingly. And then it showed up again in Season 2, occurring slightly more frequently. Now let me be the first to say that while this animation is definitely appealing to the eyes, the question I've had for all this time is, why? Was there something inherently lacking about Nijikasaki's animation style? Why'd they feel the need to change it all of a sudden? Nijigasaki always stood out as the first in the series to adopt a different style, and I don't think you can find a single human on planet Earth that'll ever call it ugly or even mediocre. Like I said, it's definitely beautiful, no doubt about that, and arguably even better than the original animation style. But it's still just a bizarre choice. I'm not claiming it should be one way or another, I'm just merely pointing it out. And another point about the animation is that they're still retaining the classic Nijigasaki CGI during the performance sequences, which looks fantastic as usual. Also, Shizuku's outfit here looks kinda lewd. Is that just me? Next, we're showing a couple of new characters. One of them is playing a Japanese guitar called a shamisen. No, not that shamisen. And another is a classic dark-skinned Okinawan beauty. Please be girlfriends, please be girlfriends, please be girlfriends, please be girlfriends. I imagine their characters are going to be somewhat opposed to the ways of the school idol. At least the tanned one will be, and the music-playing one will kind of be on the fence. Then it'll be up to our heroines to show them the light, and have them reconcile with each other by becoming Yuri idols themselves. Unless they're actually sisters or something. Wait a minute. Then we got a quick clip of Emma sexting Karin and oh my god! It's Longju Mama! I know every Love Live mom has got it going on, but Longju's mom might just be in the running for the most got it goings on. It's still a toss-up between Nico Mama and Yohane Mama. Alright, let's see. We get some fuel for Kanata and Shizuku shippers next. And finally, we see a Yumu worrying about something. Probably the fact that she won't be able to see our beloved Yu for the next week or so. So that's it. Now, I'll be brutally honest. I don't have particularly high expectations for the first Nijigasaki movie. One, because obviously half the club is separated. And two, because the past Love Live movies haven't really impressed me all that much. There, I said it. I don't know. They always felt pretty superfluous. Like if School Idol Project and Sunshine ended after their second season, I would have been perfectly fine with that. And especially considering Nijigasaki doesn't have a plot or focus around a central conflict. It makes a potential movie very hard to get invested in. And not only that, there's gonna be 3 of them. What could possibly justify them making 3 movies as opposed to 1? Anyway, apologies if I don't appear to be all that hyped for this, but I have to give my honest opinions. I hope with all my heart that they turn out to be great, and be a worthy send-off project for Nijigasaki, because these characters definitely deserve to be cemented in the pages of Love Live stardom. From their humble beginnings in a smartphone game, to getting their very own anime, the Nijigasaki girls have defied all odds, and proved that they stood apart from other Love Live generations. So let's see to it that they get to sail majestically into the sunset, and have them look back with no regrets. But even more importantly, how about having some of them kiss each other, huh?